I'm with Steve Mendelsohn, Managing Director of Knowledge Solutions. Steve, it's been an extremely busy couple of days, but I guess like it or not, BEPS has pretty much eclipsed everything else here, right?
I think BEPS has dominated the conversation at the IFA conference this year. It's all anybody is really talking about. It's on everyone's mind.
What do you think IFA feel about that?
I think IFA is fine with it. I think IFA feels this is a great forum to bring corporates as well as advisors, as well as government organizations together to have that dialogue that everyone feels the need to have.
And I guess that reflects the point that it's the issue most should be spending most time on right now, right?
Absolutely. I think everyone has a series of concerns about BEPS. One is what's the impact it's going to have on my company, on our tax structure, on where we set up and how we set up. Two is what's going to be the compliance burden? How much work are we going to have to do in order to provide the transparency that BEPS is demanding? And then three is just the uncertainty. No one knows what's going to be the schedule of adoption of the BEPS recommendations country by country by country. We're only a few weeks away from the second round of recommendations being released. And that will complete the groundwork.
And how, I mean, you've obviously spoken to a number of the corporates and the taxpayers here. How worried are they by this uncertainty? What are you hearing from them?
I think the most immediate concern I'm hearing is about the amount of work it is. I don't think anyone is saying, we fear transparency, we fear having our governments understand what our structures are. You do hear resistance about it because there's confidential information. The more that a company has to reveal about how many people they have doing what in each location, I think they feel it's an invasion of their privacy and an invasion of the security of some of their intellectual property.
Now, I know you overheard a conversation in an elevator, which shed some light on this.
I was in an elevator with a tax director from a major multinational corporation.
You're not going to tell us who it is, are you?
It's just a friend. We were talking about BEPS. I said, well, there's still a lot of work to be done. He said, there'll be a lot of work to be done for many years.
Okay. So, all right.
This is part of a continuum.
And I also spoke to Porus Kaka, who's IFA's president, and in fact, you can find that interview on this platform as well. And I talked to him about I think he called it the Taxpayers' Bill of Rights or Charter, Taxpayers' Charter. Balancing maybe some might say aggressive nature of the OECD's approach for the taxpayer. What do you make of that?
Well, the OECD has gone into this for the last 2 years in collaboration with the taxing authorities. So they've gotten the endorsement of the tax ministers of the OECD countries, of the G20 countries. So from the government side, there is agreement, at least at the finance minister level. But the voice that hasn't been heard is the taxpayers. And it feels as if there's a presumption that the taxpayers are the villain in the play, and that's not necessarily the case. So if the rules are being changed and taxpayers are going to have to adjust to it, that's fine, but it shouldn't be viewed that taxpayers have necessarily been abusing the tax structure as it is.
Just a final question. What are the main things, do you think, Steve, that you'll take away from this, you'll take back to the office and discuss with your colleagues?
The biggest impression that's been made on me here is the intensity of interest in the subject, the intensity of concern, and the frustration with the uncertainty. We're working on a product, our Global Currents product, to track the evolution of the adoption of the BEPS recommendations. Great deal of interest in that, great deal of interest in just being better informed so that taxpayers can navigate the shoals that they're going to face here.
And we'll know a lot more, of course, come October. Come November, Pascal Sanderman from the OECD is coming to Reuters to do a newsmaker for us.
Great.
So that'll be good. Steve, thank you very much indeed for talking with us.
Thank you, Axel.